was a horrible night at McDonald's. Rain poured outside, making the windows dirty and hard to see through. The restaurant was empty, and it smelled strongly of fried food. Normally, it would be busy with people ordering food, but tonight, it was quiet and scary. The clock on the wall seemed to tick extra slow, making each second feel really long. I was putting ketchup packets away when I felt a shiver down my spine, even though it wasn't cold. It felt like someone was watching me, but I couldn't see anyone. Every little noise, like a wrapper crinkling or the floor creaking, sounded loud and scary. Then I heard a whisper. It was very quiet, like someone talking far away, but it scared me. I looked around the empty restaurant, but there was no one there. Still, the whisper came again, this time closer and sounding more desperate. "Help me." I was really scared. Maybe someone was playing a trick on me? I tried to call someone on my phone, but it only made a scary static sound. I was completely alone. Then I saw a figure in the shadows. It was hard to see clearly, but it looked like a person. It waved at me, like beckoning me closer. It spoke in a raspy voice that sounded sad and scary. "Come closer." My feet wouldn't move. I was both scared and curious. Slowly, I inched closer. The figure became clearer, and it was horrifying. It was a pale, see-through girl with a sad face. Her eyes seemed to beg for something I couldn't give. "What do you want?" I managed to say in a shaky voice. The girl didn't speak, but pictures flashed in my head. A wrecked car, loud sirens, and someone gasping for air. It was her death shown to me in a very quick and scary way. Then the girl sighed, and it felt like all the air in the room disappeared. She vanished, leaving me alone in the scary silence. I felt scared and trapped, like there was something bad in the restaurant. When the sun finally came up, I ran away. I didn't want to be around the greasy smell, the whispers, or the scary truth. McDonald's wasn't just a place for burgers. It was a place with bad things hiding in the shadows, and some secrets were better left alone. But I couldn't stop thinking about the girl and her sad plea. I wanted to know more, so I looked into the history of the restaurant. I found out about a girl named Taylor who used to come to McDonald's after school all the time. She died in a car accident, and some people said her ghost still haunted the place. This made me wonder if there was more to the story. Maybe something bad was happening, not just because of a ghost. So, I grabbed a flashlight and went back to McDonald's one night when there was no moon. The air felt thick and heavy, and the only sound was dripping water. Every creak and shadow made me more scared. Then, I saw a glimpse of something moving, like a ghost disappearing into the kitchen. My heart beat really fast as I followed it. The air smelled old and greasy. A faint whimper led me to the freezer. There, huddled in a corner, was Taylor. Well, at least what was left of her. She looked like a ghost, her eyes full of sadness. Before I could reach out, a scary monster came out of the shadows. It was dark and shapeless and looked really evil. I was so scared I couldn't even scream. This wasn't a friendly ghost. It was something bad that had taken Taylor. Its eyes glowed with hunger, and I knew it wanted to hurt me too. Just as it lunged at me, I grabbed a metal spatula. I hit the monster with it, and it made a loud clang. It recoiled and screeched, but that gave me just a moment to act. I grabbed Taylor's hand, even though she was a ghost. It felt cold, and the temperature in the room dropped even more. But she didn't fight back. It felt like she needed help. We ran out of the freezer together with the monster chasing us. We ran through the kitchen, dodging things and breathing in the smell of old fries. We burst out the door, and the restaurant lights seemed bright, even though it wasn't much help. The monster stopped at the doorway, like the light heard it. I pushed Taylor towards the door and yelled at her to run. She went outside, disappearing into the night. The monster roared angrily and tried to break down the door. I fumbled with the lock, finally getting it closed just before the plastic door cracked. I didn't wait to see if the creature broke through. Adrenaline pumping, I sprinted for the back exit, the monster's enraged shrieks echoing behind me. The cool night air felt like a balm on my feverish skin, but I didn't dare slow down. I ran until my lungs burned and my legs threatened to give out beneath me. Finally, collapsing in a heap behind a dumpster, I tried to catch my breath. The world spun, the taste of fear metallic on my tongue. Slowly, the thundering of my heartbeat subsided, replaced by a chilling emptiness. The memory of that night never truly faded. The knowledge that the darkness in McDonald's wasn't just a ghost story, but something far more sinister, gnawed at me. Images of Taylor's spectral form and the monstrous entity haunted my dreams. I never went back to McDonald's. The golden arches a constant reminder of the horror I'd witnessed. The greasy allure of burgers lost its appeal, replaced by a newfound aversion to fast food. But a nagging question lingered: was Taylor free? Or had I simply condemned her to wander another night, forever trapped between worlds?